What are the main obstacles preventing the complete replacement of fossil fuels with renewable energy sources?
It's not so hard question. It's mainly the problem with nature and the reliability of using the nature resources. But this can be effectively done with synchronization of the technologies behind. So it's not that tough. It's more that needs to be done differently.
How do technological advancements and political pressures influence the speed of transition from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources?
Political pressures can have a significant impact on this because they can motivate, they can raise awareness, and they can provide regulatory documents helping to overcome this transition. Regarding the technology advancements, especially in this age of IoT and AI, this can be done much faster. We cannot compete with the processors, taking care about the data, and for example, this can just speed up the processes, make them more reliable, and make us help us better understand the process behind.
What is the role of economic sustainability in transition to renewable energy sources, and how can financial challenges be addressed?
As I'm concerned, for example, Spain is doing the really good stuff on this, especially on solar. So when there is a will, then we can find a way. It's practically the same. There's no renewable or non-renewable. It's just the question how we use them and deploy them. So, for example, the fossil fuels, we are spending them much faster than they can renew. So that's the main problem. So to decrease the usage of the fossil fuels, to raise the energy efficiency, to utilize the technology which can help in that process, and I think that could be a good beginning.
How does the public perceive the benefits and challenges of using renewable energy sources compared to the traditional fossil fuels?
In compared to a decade ago, I think it's much the adoption of the technology. It's much better. So you have more and more variety of entities using, for example, SMEs, large industry, but also households willing to invest and to establish a sustainable energy supply for their utilization, and it was much tougher a decade ago. The technology was expensive. Now you have the exponential decrease in technology prices, especially, for example, for solar. Also, there's wind, and there are a lot of subventions and incentives for people from with different background, how they can contribute in building a sustainable world.
How could energy storage technology accelerate the transition to a stable and reliable supply of energy from renewable energy sources?
Well, the larger part of the answer is already in the question. The energy storage technology can help in reliability. So, for example, you can store the chemical energy from the variety of sources and use them when, for example, when you don't have that source. If it's solar, that's, for example, during the night. But on the other hand, there are advancements in the battery technology. So maybe not in the capacity, but in potentiality to have the more sustainable materials for future batteries.
Thank you.
Thank you.